7 marathons in 7 days on 7 continents. Calgary's Stephen Park is the first Canadian on the planet to complete this challenge flying commercially. He zigzagged around the world, finishing the race in 6 days, 23 hours, and 35 minutes, leaving only 25 minutes to spare. And in the process, he won 7 medals and raised $6,000 for the Alberta Cancer Foundation. Stephen Park joins me now from Vancouver to share more about his story. Wow, thank you so much for being here. Stephen, let's start at the beginning. What made you decide to enter this race?
Hi, good morning, Ben. Quite a few things, I guess. I always had the dream of running 7 marathons on 7 continents, and that started, I guess, back in 2000. And I got into running, did a few marathons, and proposed to my wife at the New York City Marathon finish line in 2002. And then I did what a lot of people do. You get married, you have kids, and you gain a little bit of weight. And so I actually stopped running for about 12 years. And in 2015, I made a New Year's resolution that I needed to shed a few pounds. And I signed up for the Great Wall of China Marathon. And I successfully completed that, and I just got addicted to running, and I started getting into trail races and some longer distances, and this opportunity came along to run 7 marathons, 7 days, 7 continents. I could fulfill my dream in one fell swoop, and it was a great opportunity. I had some friends and family that were touched by cancer, and I thought I could, do something good with my adventures and raise some awareness for a disease that affects literally millions of Canadians at some point or another in their life. So it just all fit together, and I got the support of family and friends. And at the end of the day, it wasn't that difficult. You think of the people
Wait
that
a second, I gotta ask.
By
I don't mean to interrupt, because I know what you're talking about how you're running, and those are fighting cancer. But I gotta ask you about this, Stephen. You're running in all sorts of different climates, from below freezing to scorching hot temperatures. I mean, so much can go wrong in a single race. How did your body train for all these different types of races and all these different types of terrain and temperatures?
Well, I'm not your typical elite athlete that had a disciplined training program. I tried to just fit it into my life with kind of the motto, you got to move it. And everybody's got these fitness trackers nowadays. And I challenge all Canadians that you can get out there and you can do things. You can, set some small goals and you can achieve them. I did a lot of stair training in my office building. I would, just try to make life a little bit more uncomfortable for myself and force myself to move a little bit more and, set some step goals every day and tried to do 100 or 150 flights of stairs. I did not have time to do the long runs. Did a little bit of weight training and core training to make sure that I was okay that way. But at the end of the day, I had never run a back-to-back marathon in my life. But I just knew I'm a pretty stubborn, determined individual, and it's mind over matter. And, you can just power through it. And I was just trying to really turn some of the...
Stephen, I want to interrupt, because I got to ask you, I've run a marathon myself, and everyone always talks about the wall that one hits very close to the end and about getting through, pushing through that wall. Did you have to push through 7 different walls over the course of 7 days?
The great thing about the 777 Quest Marathon Adventures is we were in different locations. They were public marathons, so you got to meet local people, hear their stories. They were part of the race, so there was energy in each of the locations, and you're seeing a new area, a new part of the world. So, the running to me wasn't as tough as the logistical nightmare of making sure you've got all of your stuff. You get through customs and security of the different countries. You get on a plane, you stretch, you have your recovery drink, you focus sleep because you only got a few hours. That to me was actually the bigger challenge than the actual marathons, with one foot after the other.
Stephen, I got one more question for you, and I need you to answer it in just give me a number. Had you done this with a private plane at your disposal, how quickly would you have finished all 7 of these marathons?
Well, it probably would have been earlier in the 6 day. I think it would still take, there's a company called the World Marathon Challenge that does charter a private plane. And I believe they typically do it within 6 days. The big variable is the Antarctica.
Yes.
And I believe that company actually starts there, where
All right.
ours ended
Stephen,
there.
I wish I could talk to you all day long. I really do, but I'm running up against the clock. Yes or no answer, would you ever do this again?
I'm going to celebrate Canada's 150th birthday by running 150 kilometers in the Calgary Marathon.
Congratulations, sir. Thank you so much for joining us.